Alrighty, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Season 4, Episode 44 of Hit the Books, the podcast all about sports betting, the best bets you should be taking in everything surrounding sports. This week, we're all back together here. We have our positional rankings in the NFL, another week of those, plus some news there. One little point out of the NHL, recapping the All-Star game and All-Star festivities in the MLB, and a little touch-up in the golf world to get us going here this week. Let's introduce my co-host here with me this week, Ace. Why don't you get us started? What do you got for us?
Yeah, we got the full crew here, so that's pretty cool to see. A lot of stuff happened in the sports world. We just saw the All-Star game and the Home Run Derby kickoff, the inaugural Derby send-off. Was it swing-off? That's what it's called. That was pretty interesting. Got some football right around the corner. I know a lot of people are starting with mock drafts and draft rankings, so that's fun to see too. Some other off-the-season news. Dude, we got the WNBA rolling too. Caitlin Clark was just in town by me, so that was kind of massive. But no, I'm ready to get talking about another week of sports here with the boys.
Heck yeah, lots of good stuff. Huff, what do you got for us here this week?
Yeah, Ace hit it right on the head. Got the whole crew back this week. Got some good baseball to talk about. Despite it being the All-Star break, things aren't getting going till Friday. We saw the Home Run Derby, and then obviously the swing off in the All-Star game. That was electric. 2 nights of baseball, much needed by the sport, if you ask me, in that kind of setting. But it's also a major week in golf. We get the Open this weekend. My least favorite of the four, just because the guys tee off at 1:45 in the morning on Thursday, so no one is watching that first round. I think Scheffler tees off at like 5 a.m. So it's a tough one to watch, but it's always good golf. I'm excited for it, and we'll get into that in a little bit.
Heck yeah, lots of good stuff there. Huff, Mackie, finish it off here for us before we jump in this week's episode.
Yeah, pretty much broke it down. Probably the best All-Star game we've ever seen, honestly.
MLB owns the All-Star game. Like
Yeah.
that's their one thing they always have had better than any other league is the All-Star game.
Yeah, agreed. Other than that, obviously dog days of summer. Looking forward to the Open. Other than that, not much.
Alrighty, lots of good stuff. Let's jump into this week's episode. Starting out the NFL, let's do our positional rankings, get that out of the way. O-line groups is our position here for this week. Who wants to get us started?
I'll get us started here. I was working on my list today while I was at work. I have a few sitting at the 5 spot, so I guess you could say maybe one sitting there and 2 honorable mentions, however you want to put it. But the 3 teams that are at the bottom of my list that were fringe top 5 are the LA Chargers, Joe Alt. I'm blanking on the left tackle, Rashawn Slater. I like the pieces, the young pieces they have over there in LA at the 5. Detroit Lions, obviously Sewell. I think
Frank
they just
Ragnow?
lost Ragnow. I think he just retired, but
Yeah.
yeah, the Lions obviously they're always gonna. I think they drafted a couple people. I could be wrong on that. 5 out of the Ravens for good reason. They always have one of the best rushing offenses. But my true top 4, the teams I have in order. Number 4, the Tampa Bay Bucks. Number 3, the Minnesota Vikings. Made a couple huge additions this offseason. Number 2, the Broncos. I've been building that offensive line the past few years. That's kind of the name to fame of a Sean Payton offense, kind of win the trenches. Number 1, the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, I think, are the unanimous one.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty easy one. We've been pretty unanimous with a lot of the positions here, but clear-cut group. They've been doing it for so long. They've lost a lot of people too, which is crazy. Mackie, you want to jump in with your list next?
I mean, sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but like they lost Jason Kelsey, a Hall of Famer, retired, and they plug him in with Landon Dickerson. Like
Yeah.
they're
And
just
guys like
fine
Jordan Mailata too, like
Yeah.
guys they draft, they just
Lane
hit on,
Johnson.
yeah, they hit on their draft picks at the O-line group, and it's just continuous success. But
Yeah.
yeah, Mac, if you want to jump in,
Yeah,
go for it.
I could rip it off here. I'm gonna go Jets at 5, underrated group. I think that they could compete with the best. Jets at 5. I'll go Bucks at 4. I'm gonna go Broncos 3, Bears 2, and then obviously Eagles 1.
Bears are another one that I had at 5. I put the Ravens there instead of the Bears.
I like the Bears group.
They just got Tooney. They just got I'm blanking on they have what, Wright on the right tackle.
Yeah, they have Darnell Wright.
Joe Tooney's bounced around a bit
Jones.
now since he's been on my Patriots,
Yeah.
getting up there in some age.
He's won some Super Bowls.
Bears
since-
could be
Yeah.
a sleeper team this year if Caleb Williams could figure it out.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Mackie just saw the picture that he posted online. I think that's why he's buying in.
What did he
What,
post?
number 1, you have the Eagles as well?
Yeah, I got you got the one. Nah, you guys didn't see Caleb Williams? He was
Nah,
just,
I'm going to look at it though.
oh yeah, it's classic Caleb Williams, the Anthony or was it Karl Anthony Towns of the NFL. I think Caleb Williams is going to be good. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. Come
All
on,
right, I
man.
gotta look at this. What's it on?
Everywhere.
Like
This
Caleb
is
Williams.
his Instagram.
Oh, it's on his.
Yeah, it's literally
Instagram?
on his Instagram, Mackie.
It's the first and the second are what we're talking about. It's a
Bears
17.
fans, how do you feel about Caleb Williams? I mean, I think his talent level's there. The skill, the coaching staff they brought in.
I could see it. I mean, yeah.
Interesting guy, though, to say the least. Kind of
Yeah.
pushing his.
I'm not sold on that Bears team. I don't know. I just
They're the Bears.
Well,
They
you can't
always
really
find a
be
way to
sold.
lose.
You can't be sold on them until they actually do it.
they're
But
like the Jets. They're the Jets of the NFC. Like
yeah.
But all right, let me get my list rolling here. I think we go 1 to 5 unlike you guys. Starting off, I had the Philadelphia Eagles at the 1 spot. I mean, you can just tell the excellence, the domination they have with that tush push is all literally because of the O-line, even though Jalen Hurts gets the credit for it. The names they bring in, they draft continuously year after year. Hall of Famers departing and still being the top unit in the league. So the amount of talent they have on that O-line there, Mailata, like I said earlier, Lane Johnson, Mekhi Becton, the fact that former top pick is able to go over there is nice to see. At number 2, I'm going to put the Bucks up at 2. But I think they could be shifted around a little bit. I know you guys were saying you like the Broncos. I think someone said the Jets early on. I'm going to put the Bucks up at 2. For Baker Mayfield to be good, he has to have the pocket that he does. And guys like Tristan Wirfs are in the mix too. They've drafted some good names, and they're protecting him well, and that's why he's a top quarterback, in my opinion. They have one of the top offenses and better teams in the league because of this group. Coming at number 3, I'm going to go with the Lions as well. They've just been able to add around guys like Frank Ragnow. I think when you have someone like that, it kind of makes everybody else better on the line. So he kind of showed them the way, in my opinion. And now that he's gone, I'm eager to see how they perform without him, but I still think they're going to dominate. And that's why the rushing attack, two-headed monster of Gibbs and Montgomery just dominates defenses. So I'll put them at the 3. At number 4, I'm going to put the Chargers a little bit higher than you guys. I like Joel a lot. I think he's one of the best O-linemen in the league. If we were going individual guys, I'd have him up there. Best potential, too, in my opinion. And he's not alone. He's got some help on that O-line, too. And then coached by a Harbaugh group, they're going to play a little bit tougher. Oh yeah, they brought in Becton actually from the Eagles. I think the Eagles just lost him last year. It was Becton, so they got him and Joe Alt, Trey Pipkins. It's a pretty good group there. And then number 5, I was going to go with the Bills, and I'm not saying because of the skill that they have that spot. I just think it's the unit that they're able to put together. They were able to get
No Vikings. I'm impressed with the Vikings did. They get a guy like Ryan Kelly, Darisaw, Neal.
But
I
they
think
got
have,
shredded last year by the Lions.
Right.
That's the demise of Sam Darnold.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Vikings have a good 5 guys coming into this year. They're always hurt though.
If they can stay healthy, I'm so excited for that Vikings team this year. Everybody hates on JJ McCarthy. I think I've only heard one other person give me a compliment on JJ McCarthy this season coming into the year, and I think that he's just going to take off.
I'm excited to see what he does. He has all the weapons.
The best weapons, the best offensive coordinator potentially in the league. I just think the
Good
sky's the
offensive
limit.
line, in
If
my
you can-
opinion, a top 5 offensive line.
Here's a fantasy football take. If you can snag a good quarterback early on, I think JJ McCarthy's a late round flyer that you could hit gold on.
Yeah,
You've been saying that for a while too.
I think it's going to happen. I'd grab
like
him.
like a Jaden Daniels last year.
Yeah.
All right.
The thing is, the weapons are just too good.
I'm saying
to
from
not
a
be good.
fantasy football perspective, man.
Okay.
Yeah, where you could just jump out the scene. I mean, just the way look at what Sam Darnold did, I'd have to imagine a first round pick national champion could be able to step in the scene a little bit better. But we'll definitely have to see. A very unwritten, very raw take.
Mackey's got a grin on his face. Go.
You say a national champion like he was that team. I mean, they had the best defense in the country, and
I mean, who else won national championship? Stetson Bennett, guys like that. So you don't have
Joe
to be that great to do it.
Jalen Hurts, Tua.
Tua Tagovailoa. He's gonna be better than Tua, I'll tell you that.
Tua pre CTE though, so he was a dog back then.
Yeah, but he's also getting benched and started. Him and Jalen Hurts crazy, but they both turned out successful. So let's see.
That's what it is when
Jalen
you
Milroe
choose
stepping in the
5
league
guys.
too. You think he plays at all?
Seahawks, I could see him play games this
not a
year.
Jalen Milroe guy. I don't think he's gonna have NFL success.
I think he might be like a Joe Milton, where he's a super skilled athlete on the highlight reels. I don't know if he's actually going to play in the games. You just paid Sam Darnold all that money to go play there.
He reminds me of Justin Fields.
Yeah, he's a little bit bigger though, huh?
Yeah, he's like a bigger,
Bit skinnier
stronger.
though.
I think he'd be lucky to be Justin Fields.
Yeah, Justin Fields is going to have a interesting season to say the least. I always wanted him to succeed, but now that he's in New York, I don't want to see him do well.
Mackie, who has Actually, no, you're gonna say Penix. Never mind, because he's already been kind of good. I was gonna say Milrow or Penix because I've heard some people
I
think
also
I
love
like
Jalen-
Penix.
Penix. Yeah, I
Yeah.
I
think
love
he's good.
Penix.
He's gonna make the reemergence of Kyle Pitts
that wasn't
real.
a good comparison. I'm trying to think of someone else to throw in that.
Malik Willis.
No, that's I think you would take Milrow over that. You have
I don't
to.
know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I don't think Milrow has much higher a ceiling than
I'd
Then
take
Malik
Shedeur
Willis.
Sanders. I'd take Shedeur
I would take
Sanders.
Shedeur over him 100%.
You gonna take Will Levis or Jalen Milrow?
Will Levis.
Mayo man.
I take
Ugh.
Milrow.
I don't know if I'd do Levis.
I've already seen what
Daniel
Will
Jones or
Levis-
Jalen Milrow for this year.
Oof.
Daniel
Jones. Yeah.
Probably.
Daniel Jones has won a playoff game. Come on.
Daniel Jones can be
Jalen
adequate.
Milrow is not an NFL quarterback. He did.
Yeah, that's what I think. His floor is so low.
He didn't even do like great in college. He did
Yeah,
good.
no.
He played for Alabama, so I mean,
Didn't he play himself out of the Heisman?
He should have transferred after Saban left, I thought.
No, I mean it was the job all to himself.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Definitely helped his
A lot of guys
draft
left.
stock at least. What did he go, third round?
Yeah, what did he go?
He went where Shedeur was supposed to.
Yeah, well,
Second?
Shedeur was supposed to go every pick after 19.
Tyler Shaw.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
That Saints quarterback room is going to be something to
you
see.
could have added
Something to
Shedeur Sanders there, but maybe they wanted to tank again. That's a weird group. They killed themselves with their cap over the years. So, I mean, hey, I don't know how we got down this track talking about bad rookie quarterbacks.
There's a
but I think we can get off of
great class of quarterbacks coming up next year. That's probably what the Saints are thinking with that.
that. Great class of quarterbacks the year before, too. Some guys like the Steelers missed out on that crop. Should have tanked with my Patriots, buddy. Could have had a Bo Nix,
We had
Michael
Justin.
Penix.
Who did we have that year? Was that pick in
JJ
second year?
McCarthy. Like that's a good crop to pick from. Like where the Steelers normally pick, who'd you pass on? Like JJ and Penix, and
It was
guys
like,
like
yeah,
that.
that Bo Nix.
did you pass on Bo Nix?
No, we didn't have pick that high.
Yeah, because they traded up to get him at like 11, right?
Yeah, it was 12.
So then you
It
missed
was
out
only
on,
16 to 20.
so you missed out on Penix and McCarthy maybe, or McCarthy went high too.
Yeah, that was
didn't
last year.
Yeah.
McCarthy went 9th, I think.
he? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was the quarterback class. I think that's going to be one of the best ones in a while.
Penix
Next
went-
year is going to be the
Penix went
same thing. There's
8th.
so many guys next year. What'd you say, Mackie?
Penix went 8th. Remember they signed Kirk and then they drafted
Oh, yeah, they
Penix. for-
drafted.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those guys did go pretty early, huh? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Eden O'Connell. I don't think, and maybe they want him in Pittsburgh. I don't know. I don't know
I
what else
don't.
they got cooking there.
I
I saw
don't.
people are buying Rodgers jerseys and T-shirts just to burn them.
Yeah, I
Come
saw
on.
that too. I saw that.
Hope
gonna be
that's not
interesting.
true. At least
I
they're all old.
Alrighty. Lots of good stuff there out of our positional rankings here for this week. O-line groups. More on that here next week. We got a couple little points out of the NFL here. The New York Jets committed to holding on to another one of their best young players for the long term. According to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, the Jets reached an agreement with star cornerback Sauce Gardner on a 4-year, $120.4 million contract extension on Tuesday. The deal includes $85.6 million guaranteed. What are your guys' thoughts here? Jets keeping Gardner for the
Great.
long term.
Great signing.
And Garrett
Yeah,
Wilson.
obviously.
I think he's like got the Jalen Ramsey career path going.
I feel like it's hard for like a corner to like have such a long stellar career. Like it's just
But the
you
way
get
he
it in the
plays-
beginning and
he plays like Jalen Ramsey, whereas that lockdown corner on the outside, he's big and he's got good hands. I think he'll be able to do what Ramsey's doing, like still playing to that age at a top level, if not a top end quarterback 2 level. And he'll have some better years ahead of him.
he's coming off his worst year too.
Yeah,
Jets are set at 5.5
Sophomore
wins
slump.
over under.
What did
under,
you just say?
5.5.
under.
I'll take the over.
I like the under on that one. I
6
think
or
they come.
7.
I think they come in last in the AFC East.
Very possible.
Yeah, it is. It's very interesting for Justin Fields. Remember how
I think
down
it's a
some-
low line. I don't know. I feel like that's low.
I think they win
Let
5.
me go
5
through
or
their
6.
schedule.
I would
win-
say 6. I would say 6.5. You can't put the line at 7.5. So I guess 6.5 is what I would expect. 5.5 though. I mean,
It's not a bad buy. It's probably heavy minus like 140.
on the over.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Definitely, right?
They truly could be like 1-7 through week 8.
But I think they're gonna go 5 or 6 wins this year. I could see them with 5.
I don't know, dude. The roster's. I mean, I guess they have Justin Fields playing for quarterback.
Is Brees Hall good? That's a question.
Garrett Wilson, I don't know.
Garrett Wilson's great. I like that they
The
signed.
defense,
they have
the
a good
defense still
team.
has Sauce and Quinnen Williams. They have good
They're gonna
pieces.
have Sauce and Garrett Williams or Garrett Wilson
Garrett
for
Wilson.
a while, and I think that's just great on the outside. Yeah, games are run in the trenches and with the good quarterbacks, good linebackers, and whatnot.
They have a good O-line too.
Yeah, yeah, they have a good line on paper. It's getting a little bit older. We just took one of their tackles, which is nice.
Who's that, Moses?
Yeah. The Patriots rebuilt the line fucking crazily. I mean, think about last year. They have
How old
Darian
is he?
Wilson.
Isn't he like 34?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Everybody
old.
everybody else on the Pats line's young though, so he's, like,
Yeah,
guiding them.
Campbell and
No, he just retired too.
he just retired. That was weird.
Cole Strange. We got Garrett Bradbury from Minnesota. We still got a couple others, and we brought in, that guy from, I think, Georgia, an O-lineman. Top 3 rounds, maybe 2nd or 3rd round. So, that'll be
Mhm.
interesting too.
I think you're right, Ace. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I mean, the way that they were going last year was undrafted free agents, but back to the Jets, I mean, it's pretty cool to lock down Sauce and Garrett Wilson. I think they're both I think how high can Garrett Wilson go? We talked about top wide receiver rankings the last time I was on, and he wasn't even mentioned, but he actually has the potential to be that good, I think.
Oh, I got the Jets over 5.5 wins. I just went through the schedule.
What do you got him at, 6?
I'd say 7.
So, yeah, that's still tough, though. Let's hear if there's any iffy wins you're counting.
Yeah, well, I don't like count. I don't know. They're gonna split
Look through
with
the schedule right now.
I
Let's
think
hear.
if they split the Patriots, split with the Dolphins.
And then
That's 2
get
wins
swept
right
by the
there.
Bills.
Yeah,
But-
probably get swept by the
But
Bills.
both the even though I agree with you on the splitting, both the Patriots and the Dolphins could sweep them.
Or they can go 2-0 against 1-0 and 2 against the other.
Yeah, so stuff like that. But I don't think.
I think they get 2 wins out of those 4 games at least, though.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Versus Steelers, I think they lose that game.
Justin Fields going. Is it in Pittsburgh?
I counted it. No, it's at
MetLife,
It's
week
at
1.
MetLife. That's why it could be iffy.
Rogers,
Yeah, if that was in Pittsburgh, Justin Fields wasn't doing.
Yeah, no
anything.
way. Week 3 at Bucks, loss.
Yeah.
Week
Bucks are
6
good.
versus the Broncos, probably a loss, but it's also a 9:30 game, so it's in London.
London.
Oh, that's weird.
Week 7 versus the Panthers, give them the win there.
I like the Panthers though. I think they're gonna be.
I
Okay,
agree
yeah,
with
but
that.
you're gonna
I
count
counted
it
a
as a
lot.
win on their schedule.
I think so.
Week
Bryce Young's
10
a lot better than Justin.
Week 10
Fields.
versus the Browns, give them a win at home.
Yeah, okay.
Week 15 at the Jaguars, I'll give them a win there. Week 16 at the Saints, I'll give them a win there.
Jaguars are pretty good though.
No, they're not. I disagree.
I think they're gonna be the second best team in the AFC South.
Regardless, I'm giving them 7 games they could potentially win.
Yeah, they could win as low as 4.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't
They
know.
could win as
I'll
many
give them
as
over
8.
5.5 still.
Yeah, you're laying a lot to do it though. It's tough.
Yeah, not easy.
That'd be interesting, but good for them spending their money the right way. What else are they spending it on, you know? And you talked about the Browns game. That's one that kind of raised a flag because Huff, how did Justin Fields, did he play against the Browns at all last year or was it all Russell Wilson?
I think it was Russ because the one was the snow game, and then the other
Okay.
one I think was late in the season.
I was going to say, because imagine Myles Garrett chasing down Justin Fields. I think he might be running for his life. But we'll have to see. I think Braylon Allen could be a surprise there. I think they re-signed Conklin. I don't know who their wide receiver 2 is now. They lost Lazard. They lost Mike Williams. They brought someone in. They had to have in free agency.
Yeah.
But it's just the Garrett Wilson show, I guess. And if you believe in Breece Hall, now would be a good time for him to turn around.
All righty, let's keep it going here in the NFL. The Kansas City Chiefs are reportedly about to pay a steep price to keep one of their best offensive linemen. Adam Scheffler reported the reigning AFC champions have agreed to a 4-year, $94 million contract with Trey Smith. That will make him the top-paid offensive guard in NFL history. Any thoughts on this? Is that too much for a offensive lineman?
That's
I
a
mean,
going rate.
Salaries go higher and higher now, too.
Yeah,
so it's
Chiefs. I mean, the Chiefs system now is Mahomes is paid. You've won the Super Bowls. Just make
Protect
sure you
him.
have a good offensive line and protect them every year.
If you protect Patrick Mahomes, you're going to be a Super Bowl contender every year in the league. I mean, am I wrong?
Yeah.
And they've been trying too. I think that's why they found one they finally liked. They've been trying to bring guys in. I think they traded for someone from the Patriots, the Bengals, the Dolphins. They brought in a lot of big names, and nobody really stuck. So it's good to get that one to stick there. A nice bag to pay. It's always the Chiefs' way, huh? They just lock up the guys they really believe in, and then they add cheap veteran talent or drafted talent, similar to my Patriots. So those will be another anchor, and Mahomes can rely on him. I don't know if you guys saw his tweet with the happy emoji.
I did not.
Rightfully so.
I mean, yeah. He's got protection.
You guys
Alright.
still like Patrick Mahomes? I hear some people saying he's not even the number
What,
one
he loses
quarterback anymore.
one game and
I
now
know.
he's now everyone's off the bandwagon.
Crazy
But
how they're.
I think it's
recency
still
bias.
by
The last
far-
game people watched of him, he lost.
He looked terrible too. They got
Yeah.
smoked. You know what else? It was weird because they had a great season, but he didn't like have a Patrick Mahomes year. There were some gritty, low scoring, bad win games.
Will we have the Patrick Mahomes? What's it called? What do they call the
Ball?
AFC Championship every year? It's basically when the Chiefs host the AFC Championship
Yeah.
every year. What were we calling that?
No, probably the AFC.
I can't
Super
remember.
Bowl.
Some people had a nickname for it. Do you think? I mean, you think they're in the AFC Championship next year? Like I do.
I
Probably
do too.
hosting it again.
How can
Yeah.
how can you even like bet against it?
Like people that
honestly?
are saying
The
that.
year the Chiefs had last year was really weird though. Remember how crazy some of those wins were? They should have lost a lot
Their,
more
divi-
games.
their division sneaky got a lot better. Chargers,
Oh
Broncos.
my god, I can't hear about the Chargers.
The Chargers are good. The Chargers are
They
a
were good
good
last year
football
too.
team.
They lost by double digits to the Texans.
You know what baffles me?
At
And I'm
home.
not
Regular
even,
season
Mackie,
wins. I'm
Mackie,
saying
you
they
know
can
what
get the one
baffles
seed.
me? And I'm not even saying as a chirp.
The
is,
one
like-
seed, Huff. Sorry, Ace. Didn't mean to cut you off. But the one seed.
The Chiefs.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm saying the division got better because my point about saying the Broncos and Chargers got better was that they could sacrifice some regular season wins because those teams got better.
Yeah, I agree with
They're
that.
not going to go 6-0 in that division.
No,
They could.
they always have problems with the Broncos, but they
They
probably
always,
won't.
they always lose one of the
I
Broncos.
think they went 5-1 last year.
The Chargers are a good football team. They
I'd
just
say they
can't
go
beat-
4-2 against that division this year.
I like that too.
I'll go 5-1.
4-2, 5-1. Not a bad spot to be in your division.
Ace, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
Yeah, not even to like chirp you, but it's crazy that you hate the Chargers and you're a Cowboys fan because they do the same exact types of things.
Well, yeah, maybe it's just the animosity I feel against it because I deal with it.
Yeah,
But-
you're like, no, they're not good. They're not going to win. Like, I know what happened. to this.
Well, I also say the same thing about the Cowboys. You know, it doesn't matter how good they are; they're going to lose first, second round. Chargers, same thing. They're a good football team, but they're not going to win the playoffs. I'm not really worried about
Chargers
them.
and Cowboys
they're
both
also-
making the playoffs, though.
They're also not going to beat the Chiefs. Chiefs own them.
Yeah, I agree with that. Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert. Give me Patrick Mahomes every time. But this Chiefs team, I don't know. I expect a bigger season this year. I expect bigger numbers from Kelsey. Hopefully they get the receivers back.
Tyreek
healthy
Hill
too.
is a huge year.
Yeah. What about all the guys like Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy? Didn't they have another receiver go down last year?
Rasheed Wright's doing. Is he out? Like he's not suspended or in jail?
I think
In
not
jail.
yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
We'll have to see.
We'll see. We'll talk more about it.
Oh,
as
Jesse,
we get
please tell me
closer.
we're getting to that football news about the rest of the guys going to jail over there in Cleveland that they like to bring around.
Who's going to jail?
I don't know about that.
Quinshawn Judkins? Or he
I
got
didn't see that.
arrested?
I don't have the headline in here. Pull it if you know what happened. Just go
Yeah,
through
can
it.
you
'cause
pull
I
it
don't
up?
know.
Let's
Let's go
see.
Cleveland.
Yeah, you guys didn't see that. I was
I
like,
didn't see it. No.
I see all the jokes now about him.
Getting a
They're gonna-
10-year contract because
yeah,
he
yeah.
whatever beat his girlfriend.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's going to
Tough.
jail. He's joining the rest of them. He got arrested over doing what? Battery charge. Yep.
Yeah.
Battery charge after alleged domestic violence incident.
Like, come on, dude.
Yep. So we'll have to see how that comes out. But of course,
Cleveland.
Browns that happens to. And Najee Harris just got released by the Chargers. I don't know if you guys saw that too.
Did he really?
Well,
I
yeah, he's
saw it.
hurt.
I saw a headline about him today. I didn't read it though. Is that what it was?
He got
Yeah.
shot with a firework in the head.
Didn't he do it to
And
himself?
they said he was
These
gonna
guys
be
never learn
regular.
the 4th of July, man. He's gotta stay away from these
you can't say
fireworks.
he got shot in the head. He shot himself in the head.
Okay, I mean, either or, a firework hit him in the head. I mean, whether you're self-administering it
Yeah.
or whatever, you got hit in
They
the head.
said he
with a
was
That's
gonna
firework.
even
respond for
worse,
the regular
though. That's
season,
even
though.
worse
They
if you're
said it
doing it to
wasn't going to keep him out of games.
It might have been wrong.
I think it's absolutely going to keep him out of games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
they got
Cleveland.
Now
Lamar.
it's
Jackson.
definitely-
I read a
games. He's on
report
a
that said it was
team.
really bad.
Yeah, what about Hampton too? That's going to be a great pickup for anybody in fantasy right now. With Najee Harris out, he's going to dominate that backfield in LA. And
He did not get cut.
He
I
didn't?
was reading
No.
that. I thought he did.
No.
Some fake news getting me.
He's beginning training camp on the non-football injury list, so he can't play until he's. I think that's the. No, that's the physically unable to perform list. That's where you can't
He's on
play
the
until week
pup
4.
list.
No, that's different. This is just he's on the non-football injury list, so I don't know what the difference is, but I'm sure it has something to do with salary cap or something. It says
Yeah, he
it-
probably still get or doesn't get paid because
Was
it was
among a number
not
of people.
football related.
Yeah, that'll
His
be
contract probably has something that says he's not allowed to play with fireworks. If I'm being honest.
I say that's
I
a
bet it's in
good
every
idea.
NFL
I
contract.
would put that in
Najee
an NFL
Najee
contract.
sustained a superficial eye injury during the incident, but is fully expected to be ready for the upcoming NFL season. Doug Henderson, Harris's agent, said in its July 10th statement.
All right, well, that's big then. I thought he was out. I mean, but that's good that they have him. I think he's still solid, but I still think Hampton's a great back to grab in fantasy regardless. I
Yeah,
think he's a
I
big year.
think
So,
that Amari
if
and Hampton kid's gonna be
Judkins
a beast.
doesn't play, I wonder, an alleged domestic violence battery charge, if he was arrested, is he missing games this year? Yeah, right?
Who?
Judkins from the
Yeah.
Browns?
Yeah,
7?
I mean, dude, like
10?
there's
he
less.
has to, doesn't he?
Yeah.
The NFL should just suspend him. There's like less offensive things that people do that could
The
they could
commissioner's
suspend people
exempt
than
list
Yeah.
until it's
battery.
solved? You think he's getting commissioner's exempt list till it's solved? Like
Isn't that
Deshaun
what?
Watson? But if he was actually arrested for domestic
I didn't really.
violence,
I didn't. I like brushed over it. I just saw it and I was like, okay, another NFL player got arrested. Like, and once it was him,
That's
I
a
was like,
pretty big
okay, he
game,
hasn't
though.
even played.
yeah.
Yeah, but he hasn't even played yet.
Yeah, but he would have been the running back one. Who's going to be their guy now, too? Didn't they lose? They lost Chubb. They still have Jerome Ford, even? I don't even
Yeah,
know.
I think they still have Jerome Ford.
That'd be something crazy, though, because Judkins was
where?
go-
Texans?
Huh?
Chubb's where? Houston?
Yes, that's why some people are worried about the Joe Mixon outlook in fantasy this year, too. But
We're gonna do a segment the week before, 2 weeks before the NFL season, and I'm just gonna name every player that switched teams this year and see who can guess more.
yeah, there's a lot of them.
I'll lose that one.
Want to hear a good one? There's a lot still unsigned, too. That's what gets me the most. Like, guys that aren't even on a team that are good.
Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper, yeah.
There's so many. That list of guys is crazy, but a lot
Matthew
of those guys will
Judon?
probably wait till at this point till
Where's
mid-season.
Judon?
He's not.
Free agent.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of guys like this, they probably just can't afford to pay these guys, I guess. Or they want to go to the right situation. Hey, Chiefs are always hiring midway through the season when they're a little banged up. They'll fill their position with a veteran
Exactly.
minimum. But yeah, crazy stuff in the NFL right now.
Alrighty, boys. Lots of good stuff out of the NFL there. A couple quick signings as well as our positional rankings. More on that here next week. Let's jump into our only point here in the NHL. The Pittsburgh Penguins acquire Arthur Slovis in a trade with the Vancouver Canucks after goalie wins Calder Cup MVP last season. I read that he
Sealoves, this is going to be an interesting move. Remember he played in the playoffs 2 years ago, too?
Who was he with? I thought this
Vancouver.
was
Vancouver.
And then everybody thought coming into the year that he was going to be the guy, and I was like, no, Kevin Lankin is really good. Sealoves is not good. He was the 3, but both goalies ahead of him were hurt. But he's still kind of younger. So for the Penguins, I really like this pickup.
what might
Because-
as well,
Well, I
right?
mean, we need all the
Yeah.
help the
Yeah,
goalie you
dude,
can get.
no,
Jari's
but,
fucking
you know why I
terrible.
like it, though? It's a guy that has an uncharted ceiling, so you don't really know how good he could be. Yeah, he could be bad, and he could be nothing. He's a career backup, worst case. But as best, he just won a Calder Cup, and he played in the playoffs, played pretty well. He's a young guy, so who knows? The ceiling's a little bit there. Maybe with full reps in Pittsburgh, he could turn into something. Buy a low candidate for you guys, snagging him after the Calder Cup win. And then meanwhile, Vancouver, no need for him. They inked Blanken in during the season to an extension, and they just gave Demko that big extension too. So they're locked down in the pipes for years to come. They'll probably move Demko, is my thought, at some point.
I would have taken him.
Yeah, but you got to give up a
Sure you
lot to
would've.
get him. You give up way more. What'd you give up to get Silos?
Probably like a bag of pucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it was like a player or a pick.
A vending machine.
Yeah, and you got to. Yeah, that's crazy. So I like the buy low spot there for them. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. I mean, hockey. Did you guys see Alexander Ovechkin got that truck at the KHL versus NHL All-Star game they have in Russia? So the NHL players play against the KHL All-Stars, and the NHL guys beat them like 10-2.
What was it? All
Or no,
Russian
12 to
NHL
3.
players?
Yeah, so like Panarin, Podkolzin had a hat trick,
Pretty
Ovechkin,
cool.
Michkov. So they went back home, and then after the game, they just gave Ovi like a brand new truck on the ice. But the game was like started close, like 2-2, and then it was like 3-3, and then it ended 12-3. They scored like every goal in a row. But literally, the list of superstars for the Russian NHL superstars, they deserve it. I mean, there's so much going on with the world with like Russia and all that that's keeping them out of the Olympics and international play. But there's a lot of great players from Russia that we're missing out on in these big tournaments that I'd like to see. Imagine Russia in the mix for that Four Nations, or
I was just gonna say if they were in that Four Nations, even instead of like Finland.
with this Olympics, because we finally get NHL players back in the Olympics. Russia's probably what I think they're the third best team in the league with potential to push for first. They could win it all with that group. They have the best goaltenders in the world: Bobrovsky, Shesterkin, Vasilevsky, Sorokin. great players, some solid defenders, a lot of young guys coming up too. And now we get to see Sweden in the 3 spot, maybe even Finland in the 4. But Russia could press Canada, America, and Sweden for the cup or gold, whatever it is. So it's kind of cool to see those guys at least come together and play some. Your boy Gino too. I mean, this would be his last run for Team Russia
What's
too.
he over there?
I think he had to have been. If Ovechkin's playing and Panarin and all those other guys, Kaprizov, Michkov, any good
Dan
all
Malkin
in
has
the
like a couple
NFL.
years though. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe a year.
Would have been his last ride in the Olympics. Hate to see it.
Alrighty, boys. Lots of good stuff out of the NHL. Let's jump over to the MLB here and do our little recap of the All-Star game and All-Star festivities. For the first time in All-Star game history, a home run derby style swing-off determined the winner, and it was the National League that came out on top in the swing-off thanks to Philadelphia Phillies DH Kyle Schwarber hitting 3 home runs to give the NL its second win in 12 years, winning 7-6. What are your guys' thoughts? Were you guys able to tune into the All-Star game?
Yeah, I watched that
Yeah,
whole
this
thing.
was
It was pretty
awesome.
good.
When I was watching it and they announced that they were gonna do the swing off, I was like falling asleep in my bed.
I
I'm
was
like, all right,
pissed at first.
I guess I have to wake up or like pay attention to this. So then I'm paying attention. They go over to Aaron Boone and Dave Roberts. They're like, all right, guys, who are your 3 hitters? Aaron Boone says his 3. Who was it, Ace? Do you remember who the 3
Yeah,
were for the AL?
he had a
Brent Rooker,
Rosarina, Brent Rooker go first, then a Rosarina, and then Jonathan
Iran.
Aranda.
Yeah,
Wait,
and I was
Judge
just
didn't
like,
hit?
No,
who?
they were going with
Judge?
subs. You know why though, Mackie? I think both teams were trying to use guys that didn't get many at bats or were
I mean,
subs.
Alonso was going 6th, and he had a 3-run shot earlier in
They
the
said a lot. They said Otani, Judge, like Scooble came back out to watch it in street
Yeah, I
clothes. Like
saw
most
that.
of
That
those
was
guys
funny.
were already showered and done. Like they
Oh,
were like, we're not even
yeah.
coming back out.
Yeah.
They came back out to watch it, so they were using most of the guys that were in the game. They said the only reason
Dave
They said
Roberts.
the only reason Alonso was still dressed is because there was a chance he was going to win the MVP until Schwarber just went up and did 3 in a row,
Well,
and then
that's a good
Alonso
point.
was winning it until then.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
And you know
sure.
what sucks is if Schwarber just tied it, then Alonso walked it off, he would have won
I
it
know,
that way
I know.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's a couple other things too. Dave Roberts was actually coaching to win. He had Eugenio Suarez penciled to go first in his, but he got scratched because he got hit by that pitch by Shane Smith, from the White
Well,
Sox.
that's
so
what I was
they
saying.
brought him.
Then Dave Roberts comes up and goes, Kyle Stowers. I was like, all right, we're not going to see anyone wants to see in
Kyle
this. And then he
Stowers is
goes,
good though.
I know, but I'm like, come on, we want to see like
Kyle
Judge.
Schwarber was a
Like
good
Mackie was
pick.
saying, like, and then he goes Kyle Schwarber and Pete Alonso. I was like, oh, NL's winning this. This
Kyle
isn't even a
Schwarber
question.
actually is a tank. He's got so many this year too.
Dude, he walked up to the plate
Oh,
the
he
first
does.
swing. The third one was the coolest because he went down to one knee. He knew that thing was gone.
yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah, the only tough thing was watch them take pictures. You tell people were getting antsy. But the fact at first I saw it as I'm a baseball traditionalist, so I don't
What was
like
it,
that
3
they-
swings each?
Yeah, and it was like shootout
3
style,
swings.
back to back, 3 rounds. But I don't like a lot of changes in baseball because I feel like that should be the sport that's kept like old school, like robot umpires, square strikes on the TV, time clocks for pitchers and in between innings, swing offs and stuff like that. Like even the home run derby kind of pissed me off. I like the old format better than the new one.
The 10 outs.
Yeah.
I do think the Derby should never have changed from 10
But
outs.
I understand why they do. It's all for TV and entertainment purposes, so I get it. It makes
Some
sense.
of those guys will go for 3 hours if you give them 10
Yeah,
outs.
exactly. And same with regular baseball games and TV and whatnot.
Yeah.
But once that swing off started, I was like, all right, this is actually electric. Like the way they're getting the just swing and hit nukes, dude. Brett Rooker came out swinging bombs. I did not like the Jonathan Ronda pick though. He had the chance to tie the game. Hit the first one he hit the
Over
top of the
3,
wall.
yeah.
Hit top of the wall and came down. I'm like, oh, what a loser. But
Yeah.
Kyle Schwarber, man, he went off. There's some great pitching, other stuff that happened in that game. I mean, Brent Rooker hit another home run earlier. So he had a 3-run shot in the 8th inning. They were down 6-0. He hit a 3-run shot to get him back in the game. And then he hit 2 for 3 in the swing off. I think he was still pissed about the night before when he lost by 0.7 feet to Cal
Yeah.
Raleigh, who ended up winning the whole
It
thing.
was 0.1. It wasn't 0.7. It
Oh,
was
it was
literally like
0.08. It was 0.08 because I
Yeah, it
remember
was
we were like
ridiculous.
legal drinking limit. Yep. So like by that's how they got through. But yeah, that was nuts. He was pissed. He was looking good too. People were blaming the pitcher he had kind of screwed him, Rooker, in the home run derby, but he came out mashed in the All-Star game, so that was pretty cool. Also, your boy Paul Skeens was gassing it up, 2 Ks, and he gets Aaron
Dude,
Judge.
I saw something that
6 runs isn't enough. Yeah. Even in the All-Star game, he can't get a damn W. At least he got 2 runs in the first inning. You
Yeah,
never see that.
he had the win. He had the win
6-run
going.
lead. Even a 6-run lead isn't safe for you, Paul Skeens. He got home runs from your boy Pete Alonso with a bomb. Corbin Carroll came up, hit a nuke. Byron Buxton, I think, hit a home run as well.
It looked like a really good All-Star game to go to. That's one thing I've always wanted to go to is a home run derby / All-Star game. I'd care more to go to
With
the
the
home run
swing
derby than
off,
the
though?
All-Star game. Could you imagine being there and they do that swing off though? That'd be
Yeah.
electric.
But Truist Park, not a fan. Not one of the picturesque, not an old school, not one of the cool
See, I think
stadiums.
that stadium looks sick.
The way they did the
They have a
Hank
really
Aaron
nice view out of that park.
the Hank Aaron tribute was actually insane. I don't know if you guys caught a glimpse of that.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was cool. I watched that.
Yeah, it was
I watched most of the game. After I was finishing something up, I came in, watched the first inning with Skeens and Skubal, and then I showered in the second inning. I saw Kershaw got thrown in the second inning.
you got a strikeout
Um,
to end it, too.
Yeah, his final All-Star appearance. That was cool. I like Kershaw, but
Yeah, I'm a big fan. He got thrown in as the commissioner's all-star pick. What about he was also backing I'm blanking on his name. Who's the commissioner? Rob Manfred, right? Rob Manfred was backing his pick to select Jacob Mizorowski too. I'm like, I don't think you even have to back that up. He said, yeah, there's a lot of hype and excitement to see him. I'm like, exactly. Like people want to see these young phenoms come into the All-Star game who's lighting it up. You get a chance. Also, I thought it was cool how he put in Clayton Kershaw too, because I also want to see him. So Suarez blowing a sleeve for the NL. It sounds about right. He's got great talent, but he's so good at blowing saves, especially when it matters. So I don't know if that Padres team will do anything, but I just thought it was cool how there's that inning for the NL where they popped off. You had Tatis off the bench. You had Alonso off the bench. Corbin Carroll off the bench. I'm like, damn, this team's stacked. They're finally going to win one. Now they've lost 11 out of the last, or 10. Yeah, 11 out of the last 12 All-Star games have gone to the AL. Or no, 10 out of 12 after last week. Crazy. And you take the NL money line.
I didn't bet on it at all. I actually bet on the home run derby, but that didn't
Yes,
work out in my favor.
Here. Rooker screwed. I had
Yeah.
Caminero, the long shot all the way to the end, and he falls up short. He was looking good too, but the big
Yeah,
dumper was always the play, huh?
That's our next point here. Seattle Mariners catcher Cal Raleigh continues his dominant 2025 campaign, adds the home run derby champion to his resume. Raleigh took down O'Neal Cruz in the second round, Junior Caminero in the championship to clinch his first home run derby title. What do you think of the derby this year, and what was the biggest takeaway for you?
It was a good derby. I don't know how I like the format, but I think it was pretty competitive, and like we saw the swing offs. Your boy O'Neal Cruz hitting bombs, huh? That was actually
what was it?
insane to watch.
513 was his furthest one.
513 was his furthest one, but some were even like harder, further, higher. They were hit up to the upper decks. The way
It
you
was cool to see him in that. When I was saying that all year, I did not actually think they would do it. He started to hit those, crazy, hardest Statcast ball hit and all this stuff. I'm like, there's maybe a chance they do it. I would have liked to maybe see like Ellie De La Cruz in there with them, some of those other young, like kind of that generation player. But Chisholm obviously kind of shit the bed. He's kind of that was a funny one to watch when he go up and hit 3, but. I thought it was a good derby overall. I'd like seeing Cruz advance first Pirate to get out of the first round of the home run derby. It's pretty much of a loser stat. We haven't had many guys in it. First guy since Josh Bell in 2019. But I thought if he didn't run into Raleigh, I thought there was a good chance he was going to win that thing. But came up short in the second round.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Some
Always
tight
fun to
racing
watch.
there. Yeah, I love
One of my
watching
favorite
them.
sporting events of the year for sure.
There's no Chris Berman yelling back.
Yeah.
but we had Pat McAfee out there. Some people seem to not like it as much, but
Dude, he's been getting so much heat online
yeah,
Yeah, he has been.
just for being a person.
It's because ESPN's just like they put him everywhere. People don't like
Yeah.
that.
I don't know if that was the right spot for him though. He's not really an announcer like that, like going through the whole thing. But I like what he does. He's good for his fan base, I guess. When you open it up to people outside of it, they think
It's
differently.
free for ESPN, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't cost them a penny
They
more.
already paid him.
Yeah.
Or
So
are paying him, so they might as well pay him to do that kind of shit. That's how they look at it.
Yeah, but I like what he did. He had the West Virginia bucket on too. That was pretty sick.
yeah, that was the simple but sweet hat, Nike
Yeah.
logo underneath the West Virginia text.
Yeah, that was a nice hat. I like that. But like
But
people
lots-
hate when he does this shit with like when Cal Raleigh comes out, he's like the fattest ass in the MLB. Like
That'll
that
do it,
pisses some
yeah.
people off.
Yeah, people hate
If you
that.
don't know like what he's like, that pisses a lot of people off. Actually, I should say.
But lots of good stuff out of the MLB. We had a pretty successful All-Star week, I would say. Derby, always fun to watch. The All-Star game ending in a home run derby style there. So lots to look forward to here as we jump into the second half of the MLB season. Let's jump over to the golf world here. Couple little points here. Former NHLer Joe Pavelski took home the 2025 American Century Championship in Lake Tahoe this past Sunday. And you tuned into the event. If so, did you have any thoughts?
Is this the American Century? Sorry, I was looking at
Yes.
the picks for the U.S. Open. Yeah, Pavelski, I think he hit a walk-off eagle on 18. It's
Wait,
always a
what was
fun
this?
event. Roger, what would you say, Mackie? What event is it?
What is this?
This is that Lake Tahoe like celebrity golf tournament where all the like Aaron Rodgers plays in it. Jimmy
Okay,
Rollins won a
gotcha.
boat,
Joe
and it's like a
Pavelski won
legit
it?
tournament. Like they play 3 days. There's a bunch of dudes in it. But yeah, I was gonna say Rodgers, my new quarterback, is an absolute stick. He was playing some good golf, but Pavelski, the American, wins it, and then obviously in the other one, the 2025 Scottish Open, before we have the 2025 Open this weekend. The second win for Chris Gotterup, the 25-year-old American there, beating out Rory McIlroy. So big weekend for the Americans on the golf course. It's a good weekend of golf to lead us into our fourth major of the year, the Open at Royal Portrush. Jesse, if you want to get into that, I got the odds pulled up here.
The fourth and final major of the golf season upon us, teeing off early Thursday morning at Royal Portrush in Northern Ireland. Take a look at some of these odds here, the Open 2025, and make some picks.
You want me to just go through the odds, or do you have them pulled up?
Oh, if you've taken
I
Scotty?
haven't pulled up. Sorry, I was
I've
looking.
taken them every other major this year, so I feel like I have to. But there's other guys I like their value a lot more at this kind of course.
Definitely some value here for
Rom
sure.
plus 1,200.
Who?
Rom. Chai Rom.
It's a good price.
Dan
Plus
Rom.
110, top 10. I like that.
There's like crazy. There's one guy like plus Keegan Bradley plus 9,000. I'm taking that. I like that. He's been playing good golf. I look for guys that are like good iron players, especially at these links courses. Justin Rose, plus 5,000 is another one I like. Victor Hovland plus 2,800. And I'll probably just take Scheffler.
Yeah, Scheffler plus 550, Rory right behind them. It's him at 750, Rom plus 1,200, and then jumping into 2,200 for Bryson, Xander, Aberg at 25, Fleetwood at 25.
Xander, the defending champ, plus 2,200. I think there's some value there as well.
That's
back to back.
He's a dog.
I'm going to have some
Is it-
plays on this as well. Mostly some
Mackie,
head-to-head.
we gotta tweet out the head-to-heads we do. If you lock them in time, we gotta just tweet those out.
Yeah,
'Cause
definitely.
those are where you really make money betting on golf. It's still hard to pick a winner out of 160 guys in these major fields. Even when Scheffler's plus 200 and he's the clear best golfer in the world. I mean, this weekend you're getting him at 550 over in Ireland. Obviously, some interesting conditions for them to deal with. Bryson at 2,200. We'll get some plays, some of those head-to-head parlays, head-to-head matchups, 3 balls I like to take. So stay tuned to our Twitter. We'll get some plays out. These, obviously, Mackie, they tee off at like 1 a.m. our time on Thursday, so we're going to have to lock some in tonight.
Oh, like in like 7 hours?
They tee off tonight at 1 a.m.
Holy shit. Yeah, I'll have to lock them in tonight then.
Yeah.
1:35 it starts.
Yeah. I was just going to look at the first tee time. I mean, it's probably a bunch of like no names at the start, but
Hojgaard's going at 1:35.
oh,
AM?
yeah.
Yeah.
Cam Smith's in
Where
there.
is it?
It's
Jason
1:57.
Day.
It's in Northern
Phil
Ireland.
Mickelson.
Yeah.
All right. That makes sense. 1
Filled with-
a.m. Tough scene.
Xander's 4:58 a.m. Scheffler and Morikawa are 5:09. I wake up at 5:45 for work. What the fuck's 5? I might wake up and watch that tomorrow.
Tough Saturday. You got a good fight to throw on Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier 3. Poirier's
Yeah, I
retirement fight.
didn't put that in here. If you want to discuss what's going on Saturday in the world of UFC, be my guest.
Yeah, UFC 318. I mean, that's a pretty
Here,
cool
I'll pull
one.
the odds up for you.
I got plus 110 for Poirier and minus 130 for Holloway. I think it's free money on Max Holloway. I know it's Dustin Poirier's last fight, and they're going for the BMF belt as well.
Minus 140, plus 115 on MGM.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go Holloway all the way here. I think the Diamond's not going to win it. It's not going to be a storybook ride. This last one, I mean, it's the 3rd time they fought, so that's pretty cool.
You can do Kevin Holland, Max Holloway money line 2-legger for plus 105.
I like Kevin Holland. He's going to destroy there. He only takes easy fights now, too.
Yeah.
Where he can definitely win.
Yeah.
I think he's the most active fighter too. over the last
I
few years.
just too in the fight before. This is a good card.
Oh, Dan Ige against Patricio Pitbull. That'll be a
Yeah.
good one. I mean, Pitbull was terrible in his UFC debut. I think he was in the Bellator before, and he came over as a champ over there, and he looked terrible. He didn't move. Ige's super active, so that might be a good fight there. Marvin Vettori is not a bad fight earlier on the card. I think there's who else is on it too? Paulo Costa or Roman Kopylov. That'll be a good one. But I like Holloway and Holland. That's a good parlay right there, Hoff. You should
Yeah.
tail that one.
Yeah.
I think
I'll
that
probably-
might be
I'll
plus
lock that
money.
in
You
with
said too?
Plus 105 on MGM for if Holland was minus 500, then minus 140.
Yeah, I like that. I think Holloway wins in his final
The
one.
minus 500 basically just makes Holloway plus 105.
This is going to be one of the biggest pay-per-view events. I don't think it's one of the best fights. I think there's some better ones coming. Like, I don't know if you guys watched Poirier and Oliveira. That was electric. But Holloway and Poirier is going to be a fun one. I think it goes like into the third round maybe, and we see a knockout there. Second or third round knockout for Max Holloway. It'll be fun though. Good watch this weekend.
Yeah, good week of sports.
We got some baseball back on Friday.
Yeah,
I think
Friday.
it is too. Yeah, so that'll be fun. My Red Sox still riding a 10 hot streak, boys. You worried about them, Mackie? We have that little friendly bet going between the Pirates, the Mets, and the Red Sox.
I was looking at it. We have like 2.5 games on you at this point.
Yeah.
What's your
But,
bet?
you
Just
know,
what we
they're
did
playing
last
great-
year, Ace?
Yeah, and then
Playing
this
great
guy joined the
baseball.
mix, this rat.
Playing great baseball, obviously, but they're hitting their peak right now, so I'm not really that worried just yet.
Yeah, I wish that was just me and the Pirates because I'd be sitting really pretty right now. But instead, we had to throw those rat Mets in there. But the All-Star break couldn't have come at a worse time for that bet or for my Red Sox. 'Cause we're riding a 10
Blue
game
Jays
win
are
streak.
also on fire there too. You guys probably would have jumped out and really caught the Yankees. I mean, you have the same amount of wins, 2 more losses, but
Yeah, we're
Blue
game
Jays
back of
still
the
sitting in
Yanks.
first place.
I think like 2.5, 3.
You
back
guys
of
do have the
Blue Jays.
hardest strength of schedule left in the MLB, though.
Yeah, but I'm hoping
look
we buy
for
here.
that.
There's a lot of talk of Joe Ryan coming over. We're keeping Chapman at least. I mean, what a career year Chapman's had coming back onto the scene, dude, at that age. Craziness, but I'm
Oh,
excited
dude,
for it.
Look at your next 3 series.
Yep, we got the Phillies, the Dodgers, and the Cubs.
Yeah, at Cubs, at Phillies versus Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have 3 at the Twins, and then 3 versus the Astros. Wow,
Yeah,
you have
so
a tough fuck.
That's
schedule.
tough right off the shoot. So we'll
Holy
get to see what
shit.
they're made of there. Everybody will be healthy. Bregman's back. Yoshida's back. Crochet's an ace. I mean, Giolito looks great. Bale looks great. I'm excited for Roman Anthony. That guy is insane too. And him and Marcelo Meyer going on 2-mans. Already 2 of them this whole weekend. I don't know if you guys saw me repost that. They're out there wheeling at the bars while All-Star Weekend's happening.
I saw that.
The boys are going to come back buzzing, so we're ready to go for the second half.
Yeah, that's all we got.
Yes, that is going to wrap up everything we got here for this week. Anything else to add before we get out of here?
I think that's gonna do it. Leave us a like, follow, share, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. Hit the books .pod on Instagram. Hit the books sports on TikTok and YouTube. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week.